Hey, this is Bruce Cook, and I'm going over more progress with my pepper plants. This is June 17th. This is a Monday of 2024, and got some new developments. At least as far as the video is concerned, it'll be a new development because it's the first time I'm going to be featuring something. It's actually been going on for at least a week. But anyways, first, before I cover that, I will show off how big my plants have gotten. I know in my last video, I had brought out a tape measure and showed that some of my plants had reached almost 3 feet tall. And now I have had plants that are quite a few that are over 3 feet tall now. So now it was my mild ones that I featured last time being the tallest that are reaching 3 feet tall. That would be was my ahi lemon drops, okay, and my Thai peppers. But I actually had some of my Superhots suddenly jump in growth, and they have actually surpassed the height of my mild plants, well, most of them, anyways. So, but anyways, we'll just go over all of these. I had, as of about a week ago, I went ahead and decided to let my mild pepper plants grow out their flowers. I've been very vigilant about picking off all the flowers on all my plants, at least all the way up till a week ago. I finally, as of a week ago, I finally let my mild pepper plants grow out their flowers since they are at a good height. And these are my red ties. So I'm just going to let these grow out their peppers. And as you see, these things are looking beautiful. I also want to add that we've had several days that's been past 90 degrees. A couple days already that it's reached almost 95. And as you can see, all my plants are looking really good. So, but anyways, my red ties. See the beautiful color of the leaves. Looking very, very healthy. And here's my ahi lemon drops. Let's see if we got any peppers going on here. So, I don't know if there's any peppers growing out. Looks like that might be turning into a pepper. You could tell when the flower petals are, turning brown and curled up like that. That's usually a sign that it's trying to. See that right there? That is a flower that has started turning into a pepper. So we do got pepper growth going on here. And yep, you can see that right there. Those are peppers. And that's actually going to be the subject of the video. Anyways, it wasn't the mild plants that I had spotted peppers on. But that made me want to make this video. But this is the first time I've actually looked at the mild plants to see if there was actually peppers. So you're discovering it at the same time I am. So, but as you see, they're looking good. And then we got my chocolate prima tallies. Now I did want to mention, as of Friday, it was a couple days ago, I decided to stop picking flowers off of my Superhot plants. I know they're not at the desired height just yet, but they have been branching out pretty well. Their branches growing and everything, and that's really what matters. And I decided to finally just stop picking the flowers off the plants Friday. And let's see. So I'm not sure what all of my Superhots might have peppers on them right now. I just know of one variety. It's a particular variety that's actually been trying to pump peppers out of them for almost a whole week now. But all right, let's search around. Let's see if we can spot any peppers on these. I mean, these things have been just pumping flowers out like no other. And I've been coming out every day. I've been very vigilant to pick off absolutely every last flower that had white flower petals on it off these plants. And like I said, I only just started allowing them to keep their flowers as of Friday. So I'm not going to do a super thorough search. But there's my chocolate prima tallies. And then we got my red Primatelis going from here to there. Oh, and you might notice the mulch on the ground next to the plants looks like it's stacked up higher. I finally utilized those 5.5 bags of mulch that I didn't know what I was going to do with. I had bought in excess. And I went ahead and just did that to kind of help the plants, discourage the plants and plant containers from tipping over in case we have winds. But anyways, let's see. I don't know if we're gonna find any peppers on any of these yet. But if we get more peppers on these other Superhot varieties besides the ones that I'm gonna show in this video, then that'll be in another video. And then here we have our what is that, chocolate bootlas. You can see there, everything is looking so healthy. And I have not been dealing with aphids. You can probably tell these are all original leaves. Like I didn't have problems with aphids at all this year, even since when I was raising them inside, or even when I first brought them outside. I never spotted a single aphid on not a single one of my plants. I had some kind of mites in the very beginning, but they hardly did anything to the leaves. And they were only on my plants for a very short amount of time. But all these huge leaves are all the original foliage that was on the plants when they were growing up in my grow box in my bedroom. And it just shows how well everything is doing. I mean, this is huge. Look at how big this leaf is. I've never had leaves on my pepper plants get that big before. Usually the aphids would tear my plants up enough when I'd first put them outside in the springtime that all the original foliage, between rotting off or the aphids tearing them up, all the original foliage would usually be long gone. But the original foliage has just been growing out and growing in size. I mean, that is huge. I ain't got exactly small hands, and that thing is still wider than my hand. You can see how much it's covering my hand. But these are the tallest of my plants right now, and that's the Carolina Reapers. And I don't see any flowers on them yet. But, I mean, well, I guess maybe we do got some flowering. They're just coming out. But anyways, to show you what I wanted to make the video update on. So I have had my ghost pepper plants up here. This whole past week, they have been attempting to pump out peppers. And I've been finding and picking off probably maybe more than a dozen and a half peppers I've picked off these plants and throwing them out. And it wasn't until, like I said, Friday, when I decided to let my plants keep their flowers, that I also decided to just, let them fruit as well, put out their peppers. So I was going through these. So you got this little baby pepper on this ghost pepper plant. Might be more on the back sides of them. And then when I was looking under here, you can see there's a couple of these right here. See, I definitely have peppers coming out of them. I mean, like I said, they've been trying to put peppers out for about a week anyways. But you got a little baby one going on right there. But yeah, let's get a close up. Oh, I got bug crawling in my hair. But yeah, so those look like exactly like the phenotype of the peppers I had pulled seeds out of to grow these things. So I had a couple different batches of or phenotypes of red ghost pepper plants, and one came from seeds that I had saved for myself the previous season, and the other came from seeds that Jimmy Pickles had given to me for free, added with my order. And I ended up with two different phenotypes. One was the much larger ghost peppers that you typically see on YouTube videos, and then the other ones were smaller ones, which is and they're shaped like this. And these are the ones I actually went with. because they seemed like they were a little bit spicier on average, but more than that, they were much sweeter than what I'm usually used to red ghost peppers being. But they were definitely ghost peppers, 100% same exact flavor, just a little bit, just sweeter, and a little bit different, shape to the peppers on average. So there was something else I was gonna bring up. Crap, now I can't remember. I know there was something else I was gonna bring up about my pepper plants. But anyways, let's see. We'll flip this leaf over so you can see some holes in it, but you don't see aphids. So it looks as clean as can be. But yeah, we've been hitting. We hit. I think today we topped out at 93 degrees. Yesterday, Sunday, we hit. I don't know, it was like 94 degrees, something like that. Saturday we hit 93 degrees. So it's been up there. Earlier today, probably around 1 p.m., every last one of these plants, I said the moisture has been evaporating out of the soil really quick on these, so I've been having to come out here every single day to water them. And earlier today, like every single one of these plants were wilted just a little bit, the leaves. And I went around and it was in the middle of being 93 degrees, and so. I went around and watered the plants, and before I could even finish like the last 10 plants, the first large majority of plants that I had already watered had already perked right back up. So these plants are having no problem at all standing up to the sun, and I'd say it's like probably around 11 o'clock where I'm living. That's when the sun is overhead, where it's over where all the trees are covering and hitting my plants directly, and it does that until probably around 4:30 in the afternoon. So these are getting about close to 6 hours of direct sunlight, and it's been going over 90 degrees, starting at like 11 o'clock in the morning, 11:30 in the morning. So these plants are definitely showing that they're already prepared for the hot summer. They got no problem putting up with that direct sunlight for several hours. And as you can see, they definitely ain't showing like they don't like the heat. Just got to keep them hydrated, that's all. But you can see the health of the leaves look fantastic. Might be a little yellow. I believe I have sufficient amount of all the nutrients they need. It could just be, from water, who knows. But it doesn't look bad. And then you got my spearmint plant right there. It's enjoying the heat. I think it was my spearmint plant. Spearmint plant when I had gotten these seeds from Walmart, and I looked up videos on how to properly grow these things. They supposedly like it being more dry than wet. Dry soil, I meant. Not necessarily dry air versus humidity. But I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. So now I have still yet to buy plant stakes for these things, like the metal ones. I am going to need to do that because I know my ahi lemon drop plants, especially the ahi lemon drops, those have always branched out a lot on me in the past couple seasons, and the peppers would weigh down on the branches quite a bit, and I would have to tie strings from the branches to the loop at the top of the plant stakes. So, and since all I have is those 18-inch long wooden stakes in there, I don't have any way to do that. These two stakes I have right here are the only last ones I have, and I don't want to waste my time just putting in the two until I get enough to stake the rest of the plants. I think I have a total of 17 between the red tie and the lemon drops, but we'll see what happens. If the weight of the peppers start pulling down on the plants, then that'll get me to make a priority out of going to the store and getting them. So I just have to budget my money. And I mean, these plant stakes are up to $2 a piece now. These things were like 78 cents the first season I had grown pepper plants back in 2020. And now they're $1.98. So you're talking, it would cost me about almost $40. Well, it would be $40 after tax, to get the stakes. And I don't have $40 to spare right now just to put on plant stakes. Oh, another little fun addition I did. I got one of these. Actually, you know what? Let me step out of my little garden area. It's one of those solar charged lights. Little tiny cheap spot or light I got from Dollar General. So in our woods back here, we do have deer. And last thing I need is the deer, in the middle of the night to come over here, hop over my fence and start, making short work of my plants. That would make me cry. So I thought, I would pick up one of these from the Dollar General, and hopefully even though it's a very low powered light, I was hoping maybe that little tiny bit of light would, scare them, keep them away from my plant area. But anyways, it's one of these little cheap lights from Dollar General. I can't remember. I paid either $5 or $7 for it. Got it zip tied to one of my fence posts. So when it becomes dark, I cover up the solar thing. You can see the light comes on. So I thought it looked pretty cool, anyways. But when I was going through the little garden section at the Dollar General, I seen that, and the thought went through my mind, because I had actually it was like within a couple days before that, when I was coming home towards nighttime, I literally had a deer crossing the street right there between my neighbor's house and my neighbors across the street. And those deer frequently go through my these woods back here, even though we have a street maybe a little more than 100 yards going that way. That starts another street. This little tiny bit of woods right here, we do have deer going through there. So I don't want these deer getting into my little pepper plant garden. So I put too much work and money and energy into growing these things just for a deer to come along and take a few bites and undo all my hard work and all that. They got plenty of other vegetation. I just don't want them thinking it's like a candy store in here just because there's a fence going around. So, but anyways, that's my little update video, just to show off my plants that I have allowed to grow out their peppers. I allow them growing their flowers out now. So, but anyways, hope you enjoyed that video. And when I got something new and exciting to share, I will put up another one. So, until then, see ya.